You have all already been welcomed. But let me seize this opportunity to talk about football news before we come to boxing. And that it is appropriate to congratulate the University for Development Studies for the honors they did our country and the continent of Africa. Yesterday, and as the sector minister, I know what they went through. I know what they left with from this country, and I know what support they got. Very minimal. But with determination and focus, the technical team guided the team to chalk success, and now University for Development Studies from our great Republic of Ghana are the controllers of world football as far as tertiary institution is concerned. And this is worth commending. Even though today is a day for boxing, what we want to indicate is that any sport and every sport will get the attention of this country. And when you do well, whether it is school sports or whatever, we will give you the appropriate recognition and push. And I think they have done something that is worth emulating. I wish to also appreciate the embassy and the government of the People's Republic of China for facilitating travel documents for these athletes. Indeed, I didn't hear anywhere that any athlete was denied travel document. Same FISU competition happened also in Germany, the athletics part of it. All athletes and officials from Ghana, except one lecturer, were denied travel document, visas. And so Ghana's universities, all put together, could not present athletes for the FISU athletics competition that was hosted in Germany a few months back. So you can imagine, if we were given that opportunity also, maybe, just maybe, would have produced other champions at that moment. I want to use this platform to appeal to countries that, especially if you accept to host a competition, unless it is proven that an athlete has a criminal record, we must not use our normal visa denial processes to deny athletes travel permits to partake in competition. What happened then was wrong, and it is wrong today. And I believe that embassies that are noted for that will take a cue. But whilst we do so, we would also be advising ourselves that let's work with appropriate documentation. But on this occasion, appropriate documentations were submitted. Lecturers, directors of sports, the ministry came in, the education ministry came in, the foreign affairs was coordinating everything. The universities were out there, but still, they were denied. And it just was not right. And I think that on this occasion, as I congratulate the UDS team for winning, I must raise this matter again. Thank you for indulging me to do this. The Chief Director, the Director General of National Sports Authority, directors of the ministry, distinguished members of the Interim Management Committee, Ambassador Amakai Amatefio, thank you so much for being present, your ever presence and continuous support to the boxing and sports in its generality, I really admire so much. Thank you so much for being here with us. Cherished members of the boxing community, media, ladies and gentlemen, it is with a sense of duty and deep commitment to the future of our beloved sport that I stand before you, I'm sitting. That I stand before you today to inaugurate this interim management committee for Ghana boxing. This occasion marks a pivotal turning point in our efforts to restore the integrity, professionalism, and safety of boxing in Ghana, a sport that has, in the past, brought us pride through legends like Professor Azuma Nelson, Ike Quartey, Joshua Clottey, and Joseph Agbeko, whose names continue to inspire generations. Of course, I left out many others. In recent times, Ghana boxing has experienced a concerning decline. Our performance in professional bouts has not been encouraging. Surprisingly, the amateur level seems to be doing well and winning laurels, but we can't celebrate when it comes to the professional level. And the industry is increasingly plagued by unprofessional conduct, lowered standards, and protocols that undermine the safety and dignity of our athletes. The tragic death of Nigerian boxer Gabriel during a bout at Bukum Boxing Arena is a stark reminder of the urgent need for decisive action. Such incidents shake our confidence and threaten the very foundation of our sport. As a sector minister, I have every reason to be worried. But I also believe that enough is enough. We cannot sit idle by while the sport we love deteriorates. Ghana boxing is bigger than any individual. It is a national asset that must be preserved and nurtured for generations to come. And it should not be during our time that we bring to a sudden death this sport that has been nurtured and grown and established Ghana at the international level long before other sports did. At the Olympics, our first medal came from boxing as a country. So this is what this sport has done for us. The effort to reform Ghana boxing transcends personalities. It is about safeguarding the future of our sport and restoring its rightful place on the international stage. We are committed to re-establishing professionalism, ensuring athletes' safety, and earning back the respect of global boxing community. To achieve this, we must undertake immediate and decisive actions. These include the implementation of comprehensive medical protocols, updating and maintaining accurate health records for our boxers, establishing a robust medical commission, and strengthening doping controls in partnership with the National Anti-Doping Agency. These measures are essential to protecting our athletes and upholding the integrity of our competitions. I've heard many say, well, it's a combat sport and people die anyway in rings in other places. We are not saying people will not die, no. But what we are saying is that let's put in place the rightful things, so that even when it happens, then in our conscience we will know that we have done what is right, what is supposed to be done humanly possible, and that what happened can be credited to the hand of what? The Almighty. But you don't say because when God created us, death has also been added, so people will die anyway. So because of that, even basic standards should not be considered. And that when it happens, it is because it happens. And that when it happens in other parts of the world, certain actions were not taken. So when it happens here too, action should not be taken. Yes, action may not have been taken the way we are doing here because they have established the best of what? Protocols. So they can conclude that this is not because of the failings of what? Putting the systems in place. Unfortunately, you and I cannot say the same. And that is why we want to inaugurate this IMC to work with the stakeholders in the boxing ecosystem to right all these wrongs and restore our image. Today, I am confident that this interim management committee is equipped and capable of delivering on its mandate. Your responsibilities are clear and vital. You are tasked with overseeing all professional boxing activities, helping implementing reforms, proposing regulatory oversight modalities, and acting as the interim body for sanctioning bouts. You will also facilitate the transition from amateur to professional boxing, restructure the Professional Boxing Association, all that needed to be done. They have a constitution. Some of the constitutional provisions are either outdated or have not been followed through for some time now. At least the committee I established, Ambassador Kai Amatefio's committee, revealed a lot of things that have not been done, some for more than 3 years. So it is important to make sure that all these things are put in place. You are also to ensure the welfare and safety of all participants through improved insurance, training, and medical standards. We have good referees. We've had great referees. But we need to also have regular training. Sometimes a referee must stop a bout at a certain stage. You don't have to allow it to continue beyond a certain point for an athlete, for a boxer, to be punched and be beaten to the point that the person may not even be able to function in that sport again. So we need to train also some of these professionals who aid the process, just like it's done in any other sport. The football people will not say they don't have refresher courses for their referees and what have you. That must also happen in our sport also. Furthermore, your role will include promoting transparency and democracy within the industry, conducting fair and credible elections for the new executive board of the Professional Boxing Association of Ghana. Because the tenure of the Ghana Boxing Authority members had actually elapsed per the Constitution, and it was only a special Congress that they called, which through the support of the National Sports Authority, that gave some extension of mandate to the current body under Mr. Bano. Let us remember, Ghana boxing's future depends on our collective effort. I urge you all to embrace this responsibility with the seriousness it deserves, knowing that the actions you take today will shape the legacy we leave for tomorrow's champions. Together, let us restore the pride, safety, and excellence to Ghana boxing. And earlier today, I've had engagement with some stakeholders of the industry who expressed some legitimate concerns, though. We have listened to them, we have taken notes of their concerns, and we will pass these concerns to the IMC. And together with the National Sports Authority, we factor these concerns in the work that the team will be doing. Before I say thank you for listening to me, I would also want to commend the GBA as it is now for some of the work they have attempted to do in this short period after Ambassador Amakai Amatefio's committee's work. Some steps have been taken, but not fully satisfactory enough. As a teacher that I was, you always write at the People's Report that room for improvement. And that room is what we want to work on. So I thank you, and I look forward to our collective success. May God bless us. This is my introductory statement.